Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Thursday, June 18th, 2015, around 7:02 in the morning in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's going to be a nice and sunny day, a little bit cool right now, but it's the way it is. Some news to report. Atlanta Braves beat the Boston Red Sox by a score of 5-2 last night in Atlanta. And today starts the U.S. Men's Golf Open. And this will be the first time that the U.S. Golf Open is televised for Fox Sports and Fox Sports 1. Joe Buck and Greg Norman will be in the 18th tower calling the action. And that's about it on the news. My first blog subject of the day is my review of the 1998 WWE King of the Ring pay-per-view, which happened at the Civic Arena or Mellon Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This King of the Ring pay-per-view was famous for the Hell in the Cell match between The Undertaker and Mankind, and the main event was for the WWE Championship. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin against Kane in a First Blood match. And calling the action for the 1998 WWE King of the Ring pay-per-view was good old Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, the voices of the Attitude Era. And there were no dark matches on the King of the Ring that was shown for the crowd in Pittsburgh only before the pay-per-view. So, here's what happened. The first match was the Headbangers, Martian Thrasher, and their tag team partner, Taka Michinoku, who was the WWE Light Heavyweight Champion at the time, facing off against Kaientai, Dick Togo, Men's Tio, and Funaki, who became SmackDown's #1 announcer. This was a typical six-man tag, a lot of wild brawls and stuff. And the Headbangers and Taka Michinoku won this match about 7 minutes. It was, a good, decent way to kick off the pay-per-view. The next match was the semifinals for the King of the Ring, the first semifinal match. It was the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, facing off against J-E-F-F, J-R-R-E-W-T. That's Double J Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett had Tennessee Lee in his corner. Tennessee Lee is Colonel Robert Parker / Robert Fuller. And this was, a basic match, semifinal match. Ken Shamrock wins by submission because he taps out Jeff Jarrett with the ankle lock submission. The next match was The Rock, who was the WWE Intercontinental Champion at this time, facing off against Dan the Beast Severn in the second King of the Ring semifinal matchup. This match was, basically 4 minutes match. Interference by the Nation of Domination. Rock pins Dan Severn with the Rock Bottom and advances to the King of the Ring finals. The next match was a tag team match. It was too much. Brian, Christopher, and Scott Taylor facing off against Al Snow and Head. Everybody wants Head. Everybody needs Head. And the special guest referee for this match was WWE heel announcer Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry the King Lawler was a biased referee because he favored Brian Christopher and Scott Taylor. Brian Christopher and Jerry the King Lawler related their father and son, and this match was, a comedy match. Interference by Jerry Lawler. He wasn't a partial referee. Too much one when Brian Christopher pinned Head. This was, a comedy match. Why was this on the pay-per-view for? The next match was X-Pac with China's corner facing off against Owen Hart of the Nation. Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. This was like a 6-7 minute match. China interfered when the referee wasn't looking. She low-blowed Owen Hart, and X-Pac used the spinning heel kick for the 1, 2, 3. The next match was the New Age Outlaws, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the WWE Tag Team Champions at the time, with Chyna in their corner, defending the WWE Tag Team titles against the New Midnight Express, Bob Harley, and Bart Gunn. It was Bodacious Bob and Bombastic Bart. They had in their corner Jim Cornette. And this was, a typical match for the New Age Outlaws defending it. New Age Outlaws won about 10 minutes when Road Dogg pins Bart. And, I didn't like the New Midnight Express. It kind of was to embarrass Jim Cornette and stuff. So that was it for that match. The next match was the King of the Ring Finals. It was Ken Shamrock, the world's most dangerous man, facing off against The Rock, the Intercontinental Champion. The Rock and Ken Shamrock had a history of pay-per-view matches. This was the third pay-per-view singles match on a WWE pay-per-view in 1998. And this was a back-and-forth match, and Ken Shamrock won it by the ankle lock submission. He finally beat The Rock in a match in which the decision wasn't overturned, and Ken Shamrock becomes the 1998 WWE King of the Ring. The Intercontinental title was not on the line in this match because it was a King of the Ring finals match. The next match was the Hell in a Cell match between The Undertaker and Mankind. And this Hell in a Cell match was one of the most classic, one of the most sickest cage matches of all time. The Undertaker and Mankind have had a rivalry in the WWE on and off for 2 years, and it's a typical Undertaker-Mankind match. Eventually, both of them go up to the up on top of the cage, the roof, and then the Undertaker throws Mankind off the roof of the cage and to the Spanish announce table, and Jim Ross says, enough's enough! Oh my God, they killed him! And later on, Mankind does another crazy bump, and he goes through the cage. Would somebody stop the damn match? Enough's enough! and Jim Ross was going crazy on this announcing. It was realistic and stuff. They had a lot of WWE suits and Terry Funk wanting to stop this match. Undertaker choke slams Terry Funk and stuff like that. This was one of the most amazing and most sickest and most craziest matches of all time. The bumps by Mankind were outstanding and the stuff. He suffered like a concussion out of this and stuff. And the Undertaker wins with the choke slam and stuff. This was one of the most famous cage matches of all time. Hell in a Cell match. This is probably what King of the Ring 1998's remembered about. And in the main event for the WWE Championship in a First Blood match, it was Kane with Paul Bearer in his corner facing off against Stone Cold Steve Austin, the WWE Champion at that time, and was the First Blood match. A First Blood match was when the first wrestler gets cut with blood and stuff. If Kane stated if he was going to lose, if he lost to the Undertaker, he was going to set himself on fire. And knowing when I heard that how they were going to do it if Kane was going to get set on fire. And this was, back and forth match, brawl and stuff, interference by Mankind, interference by The Undertaker, referee gets knocked out. Actually, Kane is kind of bleeding, but Stone Cold bleeds as well. And then when Stone Cold has a chair, the referee sees him bleeding and rings the bell, and Kane becomes the new WWE Champion. He only would last it for 1 day before Stone Cold would regain it the next night on Raw. There was rumors that Stone Cold was going to win this match, but how they were going to set Kane on fire was going to remain to be seen. They probably would have had some like an actor play Kane and stuff and put him on fire. That would have probably killed off the Kane character and stuff, but I think they didn't want to do that on pay-per-view and stuff like that. I didn't think they had the capability of doing that on pay-per-view. And what did I think about this King of the Ring? I would give it like a 7 out of 10 stars, mainly because of the two main event matches, Stone Cold versus Kane and The Undertaker versus Mankind. The rest, in my opinion, was kind of filler and stuff, and some of them shouldn't really be on the pay-per-view card, especially the Too Much versus Al Snow versus Head match. That was so predictable. When Jerry the King Lawler was the special guest referee, he was going to be biased to Too Much. I miss the King a lot as a heel announcer and like a heel, because he probably was one of the most 10 best heels of all time, in my opinion, with his like comedy rants and stuff. And that's about it on King of the Ring 1998 pay-per-view. Tomorrow will be the King of the Ring 1999 review. Be back later, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter with 2 more video vlogs. One will be about Fuse Bistro in downtown Lowell, and the third and final video vlog of the night will be about LA Clippers star player Blake Griffin. Have a good day, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and have bye now.